Have you ever noticed how some folks in their 80s breeze through daily tasks while others struggle with the simplest things? Today, we're diving into 7 surprising skills that many people over 80 find tough, but mastering them could be your ticket to a lively, fulfilling life well into your 100s. These aren't just random habits. They're the building blocks of a sharp mind, a strong body, and a life that keeps you connected to what you love. Stick with me until the end, because what you'll discover here might just flip the way you think about aging, boost your confidence, and inspire you to tackle every day with fresh energy. If you're curious about the hidden signs that could predict a longer, healthier life, this video is for you. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our life-changing tips. Let's get started. Picture someone in their 80s striding across a park or standing tall during a yoga class without a wobble. That's the power of balance, a skill that seems small but is a game changer for living vibrantly to 100. Being able to stay steady, whether you're stepping over a tree root or reaching for a high shelf, shows that your body and brain are in perfect harmony, like a dancer nailing a complex routine. Balance is your shield against falls, which are a leading cause of injuries for older adults and can steal your independence. If you want to hit 100 with the freedom to move, dance, and live life on your terms, balance is your secret weapon. Balance depends on a team effort. Your inner ear acts like a compass, telling your brain where your body is in space. Your eyes scan the world to keep you oriented, and your muscles make tiny tweaks to hold you steady, like a tightrope walker adjusting mid-step. As we age, these systems can weaken joints, stiffen, muscles lose strength, or reflexes slow down. But those who practice balance exercises can carry this skill into their 100s. Gentle yoga, with poses like tree or warrior, Tai Chi's flowing movements, or even standing on one leg while washing dishes, can keep these systems sharp. Research shows that seniors with strong balance are 50% less likely to fall, reducing hospital visits and keeping them active for decades. This is a cornerstone of reaching 100 in top shape. Meet Ellen, an 83-year-old retired schoolteacher from Boston. A few years ago, she noticed she was hesitating on uneven sidewalks, scared of tripping and falling. Determined to stay active, she started doing simple balance exercises 3 times a week. Things like walking heel to toe across her kitchen or holding a chair while standing on one foot. Within months, she was confidently hiking with her grandkids, no longer worried about rocky paths. Her friends started calling her the gazelle for her steady steps, and Ellen laughed, saying it felt like she'd turned back the clock. That confidence didn't just keep her moving, it reignited her social life. She started hosting weekly card games, joined a local walking group, and even tried line dancing at the community center. Her boosted balance not only protected her body but lifted her spirits, paving the way for a vibrant life toward 100. Balance isn't just physical, it's a mental boost too. When you move without fear of falling, you feel unstoppable, ready to take on new adventures and stay connected with friends and family. This confidence fuels a cycle of activity and engagement, essential for hitting 100 with energy. If you're noticing wobbles, start small. Try 5 minutes of chair yoga or balancing on one leg with support. A physical therapist can offer personalized tips to build your skills. Balance is your ticket to moving freely at 100, keeping you independent and full of life. Give it a go today, and you'll be one step closer to a century of vitality. If you're finding this helpful, drop a quick "I'm here" in the comments to let me know you're with me. It means the world to keep this conversation going. Imagine recalling your best friend's latest story or the details of a book you read last week with total clarity. That's the magic of a sharp memory, a key to living vibrantly to 100. Memory isn't just about names or dates, it's a sign that your brain is tackling life's demands like a pro, keeping you independent, decisive, and deeply connected to your loved ones. A strong memory is your bridge to a full, engaged life at 100, letting you savor every moment and plan for the future with confidence. As we age, it's normal for memory to shift. Maybe you forget where you parked or pause to recall a name. But for many over 80, These lapses can become frustrating, shaking their confidence. Those who reach 100 with a sharp mind, though, keep their brains agile through mental workouts. Think of it like a gym for your mind. Solving puzzles, reading new books, or learning a skill like playing the guitar strengthens neural connections and fights off cognitive decline. Studies show that seniors with strong memories are 30% less likely to develop dementia, giving them a clear path to 100. This mental edge is what keeps you thriving, not just surviving. Take George, an 86-year-old retired engineer from Seattle. A few years back, he started forgetting small details, like his grandkids' soccer schedules. Determined to stay sharp, he began doing daily crosswords and writing in a journal about his day-little stories, about family dinners or a funny moment at the hardware store. These habits helped him track appointments and share family memories with ease. Now, George runs a local chess club, remembering every member's favorite opening move. His friends marvel at his recall, and he says his journal is his time capsule to a vibrant life. That mental sharpness keeps him planning for his 100th birthday, confident he'll be there, telling stories with a twinkle in his eye. A strong memory does more than keep you sharp, it boosts your emotional health. Recalling shared moments with friends or family strengthens your bonds, fighting off loneliness and keeping you engaged. This is critical for reaching 100 with joy. If your memory feels fuzzy, don't worry, start small. Repeat names aloud, link new info to vivid images, or chat with friends regularly to keep your brain buzzing. These habits sharpen your mind and add richness to your life, paving the way to 100 with clarity and connection. Let's talk about physical stability again, because it's a superpower for hitting 100 in great health. If you can glide over a curb or waltz at a family reunion without a wobble, you're showcasing a skill that keeps you free and active. Stability reflects strong muscles, sharp nerves, and a brain that's still calling the shots, like a conductor leading a flawless symphony. It's your best defense against falls, which can derail your journey to 100 by causing injuries that limit mobility and independence. Good stability lets you tackle daily tasks with ease, climbing stairs, gardening, or playing with grandkids. But when it falters, fear creeps in, making you less active and weakening your body further. Seniors who practice stability exercises like Tai Chi, yoga, or simple balance drill scan carry this skill into their 100s. Research shows that those who can hold a steady stance for 30 seconds have a lower risk of falls, fewer hospital stays, and better overall health, setting them up for a century of vitality. Consider Maria, an 81-year-old former baker from Chicago. A few years ago, she felt unsteady in her garden, worried about tripping on uneven ground. Determined to reach 100 active, she started daily Tai Chi, moving slowly to strengthen her core and sharpen her sense of where her body is in space. Now, Maria tends her flowers with confidence, joins her family for weekend hikes, and even tried a salsa class. Her steady steps have her planning her 100th birthday party, dreaming of dancing the night away. Her stability also keeps her heart healthy by encouraging activity, boosting immunity, and lowering chronic disease risks. Stability isn't just physical, it's a mental game changer. Moving without fear reduces stress and boosts confidence, keeping you social and engaged, which is vital for 100. Try small exercises like heel-to-toe walking or standing on one leg with support. Even seated drills can help if mobility is limited. Stability is your foundation for a century of independence, and joy. Start building it today. If you're loving this, drop an "I'm still here" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to stay in the loop. Stress is part of life, but handling it with calm confidence is a skill that can carry you to 100 with health and happiness. For many over 80, stress from health issues or life changes can feel overwhelming. But those who stay cool under pressure protect their bodies and minds from the damage of chronic stress, which can raise blood pressure, weaken immunity, and speed up aging. Mastering this skill is like giving yourself a shield to reach 100 strong. When you manage stress calmly, you avoid spikes in cortisol and adrenaline that harm your body. This means better sleep, sharper thinking, and more energy-key ingredients for a century-long life. It also strengthens relationships, as stress can strain ties with loved ones. Take James, an 80-year-old retired firefighter from Denver. Life's challenges, health scares. Losing friends could have worn him down, but he starts each day with 10 minutes of deep breathing and mindfulness from a local class. This keeps him steady, even when life gets tough. His family calls him their rock, and his calm vibe keeps him active in his community, planning for his 100th birthday with optimism. Research shows that effective stress management cuts the risk of heart disease and diabetes, protecting vital organs and keeping your metabolism strong. In today's fast-paced world, this skill is a must for reaching 100. Simple habits like journaling, a short walk, or talking with a friend can make a big difference. These reflect emotional intelligence, which fuels happiness and longevity. Start with a few minutes of relaxation daily. It can lower your heart rate and lift your mood, paving the way to 100 with resilience. There's nothing like sharing a laugh with a buddy or catching up with family over coffee. It's not just heartwarming, it's a secret weapon for living to 100. Many folks over 80 find it hard to stay connected, especially if getting around or hearing becomes tougher. But those who nurture strong social ties are setting themselves up for a century of health and happiness. Loneliness can hit hard, raising risks of heart disease, dementia, and even cutting years off your life. Strong relationships, though, are like a lifeline, offering emotional support, keeping your mind sharp, and giving you a reason to get up each morning. If you want to hit 100 surrounded by people who light up your world, social bonds are your foundation. Being socially active does more than make you smile. It's a health booster. Friends and family help you manage stress, nudge you toward healthy habits like walking or eating well, and even make you more likely to stick to doctor's orders. Research backs this up. Seniors with vibrant social lives are 40% less likely to face cognitive decline, paving a clear path to 100. Socializing sparks your brain, keeping it flexible and strong, like a muscle that gets stronger with every workout. Plus, it fights off depression and loneliness, which can drag down both your mood and your health. Whether it's a weekly game night or a quick chat with a neighbor, these moments build a safety net that carries you toward a century of vitality. Take Barbara, an 82-year-old retired nurse from Minneapolis. After losing her husband, she felt isolated, and her energy started to fade. Determined to reach 100 with joy, she joined a local knitting club, where she now spends afternoons swapping stories and crafting scarves for charity. Those connections keep her mind buzzing and her heart full. She even started a virtual knitting group to include friends who can't travel. Barbara's planning a big 100th birthday bash, surrounded by her club pals, and credits her social circle for keeping her young. Her story shows that relationships aren't just nice to have, they're a health powerhouse, reducing stress, boosting immunity, and lowering chronic disease risks. Building social ties takes effort, especially if mobility or hearing issues get in the way. But small steps like calling a friend, joining a book club, or volunteering can make a huge difference. Technology helps too. Video calls or online forums can keep you connected even when you can't leave home. These bonds reflect emotional strength and keep you engaged, which is critical for hitting 100. So, reach out today, send a text, join a group, or share a meal. Those moments weave a web of support that'll carry you to a century full of laughter and love. If this is hitting home, drop a "loving this" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more tips to get you to 100. A bright, hopeful outlook might sound simple, but it's a turbo boost for living to 100 with health and happiness. Many over 80 face challenges like health setbacks or loss, but those who stay positive sail through these storms better than those who dwell on the negative. Optimism is like a shield, protecting your body from stress, strengthening your immune system, and keeping inflammation in check. If you want to hit 100 feeling energized and fulfilled, a positive mindset is your secret sauce. Science loves positivity. Studies show optimists have lower rates of heart disease, better immune function, and less chronic painful ingredients for a century-long life. A sunny outlook also pushes you toward healthier choices, like sticking to a workout routine or eating nutrient-packed meals. Plus, it improves sleep and pumps up your energy, making every day feel like a fresh start. Psychologically, positivity builds resilience, helping you bounce back from tough moments. whether it's a health scare or a personal loss. This mental toughness is what keeps you thriving, not just surviving, as you aim for 100. Meet Clara, a 79-year-old former florist from San Diego. Despite dealing with knee pain, she focuses on what she can do, like arranging flowers for her church or chatting with her grandkids about their dreams. Every evening, she jots down 3 things that made her smile that day, like a colorful sunset or a kind word from a neighbor. This gratitude habit keeps her grounded and hopeful, and she's already planning her 100th birthday, picturing a garden party with her family. Her optimism draws people to her, strengthening her social ties and keeping her active in her community, both vital for a long life. Building a positive mindset takes practice, but it's a game changer. Try mindfulness apps, dive into a hobby like painting, or hang out with upbeat friends. Even small moments, like noting one thing you're thankful for, can rewire your brain for hope. This positivity fuels other habits, like staying social or active, creating a cycle of health and happiness that carries you to 100. Clara's story shows that optimism isn't about ignoring life's challenges. It's about facing them with a spark that lights the way to a century of joy. Curiosity might be the unsung hero of living to 100. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, diving into a podcast, or learning about the stars, staying curious keeps your brain young and your spirit soaring. This drive to explore and grow is like a fountain of youth, fueling mental agility and keeping you connected to the world. If you want to hit 100 with a mind that's sharp and a heart that's full, curiosity is your spark. Studies show that curious seniors, those who embrace new experiences, have lower rates of cognitive decline and higher life satisfaction, both critical for a century-long life. Learning something new, like cooking a new dish or playing chess, strengthens your brain's flexibility, like stretching a muscle to keep it strong. It also often involves movement, gardening, or dancing, which keeps your body fit and your heart healthy. Plus, curiosity brings joy and purpose, fighting off the boredom or isolation that can chip away at your health. Take Henry, an 84-year-old retired carpenter from Raleigh. After retiring, he felt his days lacked purpose, so he signed up for an online photography course. Now, he spends weekends snapping photos of his neighborhood, sharing them with his grandkids via email. That new skill keeps his mind buzzing, and he's already planning a photo exhibit for his 100th birthday. His curiosity also gets him walking to find the perfect shot, keeps him active, and lowers his risk of chronic diseases. Henry's story shows that staying curious isn't just fewness, a health booster that paves the way to 100. You don't need big adventures to stay curious. Read a new book, try a craft, or join a discussion group. Small steps spark big changes. These moments keep your brain adaptable and your life vibrant, essential for a century of health. Try something new this week, like a recipe or a local class. That curiosity will keep you growing, thriving, and aiming for 100 with excitement. If this fired you up, drop an "inspired" in the comments and subscribe to keep the momentum going. So, which of these 7 skills stood out to you? Maybe you recognized one in yourself or someone you admire. Reflecting on these isn't just about checking boxes, it's about seeing the potential inside you to live a longer, richer life. Aging well isn't just luck. It's about habits and mindsets anyone can build. The stories of Ellen, George, Maria, James, Susan, Robert, and Clara show us that thriving past 80 is possible with small, intentional steps. I challenge you to pick one of these skills today. Maybe try a balance exercise, call an old friend, or write down 3 things you're grateful for. These tiny actions can snowball into massive changes for your health and happiness. Living to 100 isn't just about adding years, it's about filling those years with purpose, connection, and joy. Thanks for joining me today. Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned or how you plan to use these tips. Your thoughts inspire me, and I love reading them. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and uplift you. See you in the next video.